Greetings, TheWarOwl greets you, and welcome to another episode of Matchmaking Academy, where you are the star for all the wrong reasons. But don't worry, we are going to figure out what those reasons are and help you improve at Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Our hero today is Ace. He is a Gold Nova Master player, that's here. His favorite fish is buttered salmon with smoked salt. Sounds amazing, I'd love to try it sometime. He had some questions about Train and how to take Bombsite A. And, hey, look at that, got a kill. Hopefully he'll live up to his name. Oh my gosh, what a noob! Alright, we got a lot to talk about here. But first, you gotta learn the eco, guys. You gotta learn the eco. This is Gold Nova Master. This is supposed to be like the average level of player. This is like, most people are supposed to play like this. Check it out. First round, boom. They bought like how you should. Except Sigma should have bought some nades and flashes. Morpheus should have bought armor, nades, and flashes. Spend your money on the first round. Second round. Didn't get a bomb plant. They buy like 2 Tech 9s. Didn't really make sense. Okay, fine. Third round. They buy. This is the round in question. We have a Mac 10 on the field. We have 2 AK-47s. These two guys have pistols. This guy's got another submachine gun. It just doesn't make sense. The other team, wow, that guy is glitching out. That is insane. The other team buys up fully. It's just stupid. It's just absolutely stupid. It's just, look, we're gonna pause just 1 second. I just wanna say this once. This is so simple. You gotta learn the economy of the game. You gotta learn how it works. You can't just hop in here and buy every single round. Look at round 19 after they lose this again. Watch what happens. They buy. They buy again. We got guys Armor Tech 9. We got the Mac 10s on the field. Next round, they lose again. 20. They buy. They buy. This guy's got a sawed off. Guys, you're not JW. You're not JW. Do not watch a pro and emulate what they do. That's not how you learn this game. You gotta learn the basics. You gotta learn how it works. You can't just say, oh, JW bot is cracking. Let's run out there and cracking some people. Cracking them in the face. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm so bad. Why am I so bad? Okay. I'm calming down. You can't just buy every round. Guys, it's like trying to dance without knowing the steps. It's embarrassing. It's stupid. It's a waste of time. You may every once in a while make something happen and people go, whoa, look at that guy, but no. No. I mean, it only kind of works if your dance partner is equally as inept as you are, which I get is, a point of matchmaking, right? To put you up against a team who is equally as inept as you are. But guys, you gotta want to get better at this game. Learn how to buy, for crying out loud. Coordinate your buys as a team. All right, I'm not gonna talk about the specifics of it, because I've done that in like every single video, because that seems to be a recurring theme. Guys, it's not difficult. You know what? Let's go like 5 seconds. I'll say it, because I'm freaking out here. I'm freaking out. You guys are killing me. Second round, Terrorist. If you get a bomb plant, you can buy third round fully if you want to, right? If you get bomb plant on the first or second round, okay? If you don't, and you lose the first round, you can buy the second and still buy the fourth. So you want to save on the third round. You don't just buy every round. You gotta take rounds where you say, guys, let's not buy this time so we have money for the next one. It's really not difficult. So let's take a gander as to how the terrorists try to take Bombsite A. Oh, they all ran out A main, except for the AFK guy. He came a little bit later. That's kind of silly. Look at the map. There's tons of ways to get to A. So terrorists at the start of the map get control of this area right here. This whole back hall area. And you can do all kinds of stuff with this. This is how your stager takes into Bombsite A and Bombsite A. This is sort of just given to the terrorists at the start. So look, you can push players up here at Ivy. You can put a player A main. And you can put 2 players, hopefully, inside here. And they can go down the ladder and push outside. So you're pushing out at the same time from a bunch of different locations. 3 different spots in total. This one can split up as well to take the bomb site. Why aren't you taking use of that, guys? Come on now. Look, they're going to do it again. I think they do the exact same thing on this round as well. So what you want to do, and usually you do like a standard setup on T side, send 1 or 2 players over here at Ivy to play the Ivy spot, send 1 or 2 players A main, and then send 1 or 2 players inside. These players inside, if they get the pick, if the CTs try to push in here, they try to get silly, or if the terrorists, if you actually get a nice pick, like if you creep out here and kill the guy, you can actually decide to go Bombsite B instead of A. But really, when you're taking Bombsite A, oh look, they're actually, some of them are going at I don't know where they're going this time. Whatever. They're splitting up a little bit more though, but they let this guy sneak out at long A. Anyway, when you want to take Bombsite A, you want to say, all right guys, we're going to push out at 1 minute and 10 seconds, or usually it's going to be something like 55 seconds or 45 seconds or something like that. And then when the timer up here hits that point, everybody knows to launch their attack, throw their smokes, nades, and flashes, and take the bomb site. You just need one guy on the team to be the leader to say, take Bombsite A at 45 seconds. And then when it hits that point, everybody pushes in at the same time. It's really tough for the CTs to deal with. And if you're just playing like a matchmaking 64-tick type thing, just doing that, you are probably going to just destroy the enemy if you just have a little bit of coordination and teamwork. So let me hop in game, and we'll talk a little bit about more of the specifics. I'm a terrorist, and I want to take Bombsite A on train with my buddies, with my team, with my friends. Okay, we talked about going Ivy, A main, and then down the ladder as well to take it in a coordinated effort. Now let's talk about some smokes and flashes that'll actually help you out in doing that. Just very simple stuff. There's tons of different smokes and flashes you can throw. This map is really complex. You know what? Let's actually look at some of the ones that you may not have known existed. So check this out. The ladder player here can actually throw a flash to help outside. Did you know this existed? Look at this. That's pretty neat, huh? Look where it goes. It's like up in the air. It hit everybody inside of the site. It's neat. I didn't know that existed. It's one of those things that you're sort of walking around in the map. You wouldn't notice it if you didn't kind of take the time to check the map out. You see, I'm looking at the angles and stuff. What is this? Look, you can flash into Bombsite A through this thing. You can also smoke and stuff through here as well. It's kind of the stuff that a lot of people just don't notice on the first glance. So let's go back to the smokes that are going to help you outside. So the first one is pretty simple. Go to this area here that's separated between the concrete by this weed. And then you want to look at the center of this, like, I don't know what this is, air conditioning unit thing, and go up until you're below the sun, and then throw. This one is going to land in between the electrical box and the train. So what this does is it blocks off the vision from Z or anywhere in this area watching into A main. So you can push out to hell or even in between these trains. And you can see it allows the player from this spot to push out here. You don't have to worry about this angle anymore, just these, as you push out over here to hell. The first place you should be trying to take, of course, is pushing out through hell. You can throw a flash over the top of the train. This is going to hit them, but it's not going to hit your teammates coming out Ivy either. Now, the other thing is when you have a player who's moving down here at the ladder, once you take the ladder, actually, you're going to have to, like, flash your way in here. You can bounce, drop it in there. A little bit hard to go, and then you got to drop down and try to kill the guy who's hiding down here, if somebody is playing down here. As you push out, your players over there can actually watch to see if they're inside a ladder, and you can sweep the top of these trains. A lot of times players will sit on the top of these trains, and if you have a player at ladder, you can check them. You can't really check them from any other position. So let's talk about your guys who are pushing over here at Ivy. It makes common sense. I mean, a lot of times there's going to be a player playing the Pasha spot right back here. To deal with any sort of player playing this spot in case players try to go into CT spawn, you can just smoke it off really easily. So it's actually really easy. As you're running through, as you go through the threshold of the doorway here, look at the center of the final white panel, so right in the center there. And as you're running, do like a running throw. And that one will bounce right into the center and block this off completely. This is a very easy smoke to mess up. If you just kind of like go Kentucky windage with it. Oh, and by the way, as you're running, then you can pull out a flash. Throwing a flash into the smoke like that, it'll go off. It'll hit players this way, you're not really looking at it, and it'll hit the player behind you as well if he's trying to spray through it. So that's a really nice flash you can throw as well. They can't see it coming because the flash is inside of the smoke. But yeah, it's a difficult one to get because you'll mess it up a lot if you just kind of go like, blah, and you'll think like, oh, I smoked it off. Nope, you didn't. You left this huge gap right here that the player over there can just destroy you with. So you gotta make sure you get it right and you gotta practice that one. And then your players move out from all sides and you can take the site. Yay! Oh, and you can throw another smoke to block off Z if you want. That one's pretty intuitive. You're not going to screw that one up. Big thanks to Ace for sending in the demo. You the man, putting yourself out there so we can all learn and grow as a community. Thank you guys for watching. Let's get an Owl Vision. Giant blue beam of darkness debuffs humanoid fish